KD9MED, KD9MED, K-Sun GC.
KD9MED.
Start recording.
Alright, Jimmy, we're live streaming. Go for it.
The Friday Night Fun Net is on the air. Good evening, everybody. It's 8 o'clock. And welcome to the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9AXD Repeater in Rockford. My name is Jim. My call is K9GCR. I'm located here in Freeport, and I'll be your host this evening. The purpose of having this net is what the name implies, to have fun. This is what this hobby of amateur radio is all about, in addition to providing emergency communications if when the situation warrants. A secondary purpose of this net is providing an on-air place for all, for a meeting place for all amateur radio operators. Everybody's welcome to check in. You do not have to be a member of any club, organization, group, or association to participate in this net. All you need is a valid FCC license. This is an informal net. We don't follow stricter rules there, except for what the FCC puts out. This net meets each and every Friday evening at 8 p.m. This repeater is a PL 114.8 minus offset. You need to have that programmed into your radio in order to have access to the repeater. For those of you who may be using older radios that do not have PL capability, or the PL on your radio is not working properly, you can check into the Friday Night Fun Net by using the repeater output frequency, the straight 610 simplex. If I hear you, I will acknowledge you and check you into the net. This is the Friday Night Fun Net for Friday, July 8, 2022. This net is being live streamed around the world on the internet. Those of you who that wish to check into the net via the internet, my KD9MED is live streaming this net. Check into the internet by the usual way you do it, and my K9MED will take your internet check-in, and he in turn will relay your internet check-in to me via the radio. Also, if you're out in the sticks, if you can hear the repeater but you can't get to it due to the conditions, you're too far away from the repeater or you don't have internet access. So give me a call on the Friday Night Fun Net Central Hotline, area code 815-232-FNFN, 232-3636. Local Freeport number. I'll take your check-in over the phone, but try to check it on the radio first. I did have one station checked on the phone. It's Larry, K9KZT. He's got family members coming to visit him, so he will not be checking into this net. But I put him down as an early bird and a hotline check-in. So, okay. Okay, here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to take short time on mobile stations. If you can't stay for the net, you have family time, you're ever concentrated, you're driving, and you just want to listen to the net, we'll go ahead and take your check-in. And, of course, if you have traffic, we'll do your traffic right away. Also, after that, we'll take general check-ins. First, we'll take general check-ins in northern Illinois. Next, we'll take general check-ins in southern Wisconsin. After that, we'll take general check-ins from anywhere in northern Illinois or southern Wisconsin. When you check in the net, say whether or not you have traffic. Your traffic consists of a breakfast, bike rides, marathons, or ham fest. Okay. Then we'll do our usual features. We'll do the W9UIJ Carl's Corner. This is our TechNet portion of the net. This is in honor of our late great friend and colleague Carl Larson, W9UIJ. When he and Tony, K9RFD, used to do the old Tuesday evening TechNet a few years ago, Carl would read stuff out of different magazines or different publications related to amateur radios or propagation or theory or electrical principles or what have you. Are you having a problem with your amplifier or power supply? What kind of an antenna do you want to put up on your tower? And or what kind of radio should you get, a mobile or a base unit? If you have technical questions, please feel free to ask them, and we'll do our best to answer them for you. Then we'll have the W9 Gene Duncan DX Corner in honor of our late great friend and colleague, Gene Duncan, W9GD, the king of DX. Every time you check this net, you always had a DX report to pass along. Then we'll do our swap net. You have items to buy, sell, trade, or want related to hobbies, RAMs, radio, or computers. We'll do that. Also, I have decided to resume the Friday Night Fun Net Trivia segment. However, we're only going to use general and extra class questions. I do not have the new Tech Q&A book. If anybody has one, if they would like to send one to me, my mailing address is 320 North Harlem Avenue, apartment 606, Freeport, Illinois, 61032. I would like to have the new Tech Q&A book there. On the round table, here's what we're going to do a survey. Tonight's question, are you in favor of starting up the Skywarn training net again? It's been well over 2 years since we had it. As you know, we used to have a Skywarn training net every Thursday evening at 7 p.m., but it was superseded by the Health and Tech net. And I would like to get this Skywarn training net back underway again. Okay, the round in-person meeting is currently taking place at Jerry's Pizza. I hope they got a good turnout out there. I'm sure we'll probably hear a lot of them when meeting's over, when they check into this net. Okay. With all the so-called formalities out of the way, let's get underway. Do we have any short-time or mobile stations who'd like to check in? Please go on.
Alpha 9 Victor Uniform. Michael in Janesville. Short time and no traffic.
KD9RFD, Mike in Janesville. Okay, Mike, we got you checked in. Thank you for checking in. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy your weekend. Any more short time or mobile stations you want to check in? Please call now.
November 9, Golf Bravo Papa. I'll be short time for now, but I'll be trying to check back in later.
Hello, Charlie 9, Delta Foxtrot.
Whiskey 9, Juliet Tango Charlie. Gonna check in short time, Jemmy. Have a great net, sir.
Okay, I got 4 stations checked in. 889VU, Mike in Janesville. Got you checked in short time. 7-3, have a good evening. Thank you for checking in. N9TBP, Greg and Robert, we got you checked in short time. You're welcome to recheck in the net. Thanks for checking in. John, KC9DDF in Elgin, got you checked in. John, short time. Have a good evening, and hopefully we'll talk to you next week. Then W9JTC, Jamie and Robert, got you checked in short time. Have a good evening. Hopefully we'll catch you tomorrow night on the Saturday evening Radio net. Are there any more short time or mobile stations I'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun net? Please go on now.
Kilo Delta 9, Victor Hotel. Short time, no traffic.
KD9VHH, okay, I've got you checked in. Welcome to the Friday Night Fun net. I know you're short time, but welcome to the Friday Night Fun net, and welcome to this wonderful hobby Ramped Radio. This net meets each every Friday evening at 8 p.m. Won't be long until we start hearing the new Kilo Echo 9 calls. Thank you for checking in, and have a good evening. Thanks for checking the Friday Night Fun net. Any more short time or mobile stations would like to check in? Please call now.
KC9QPO, Paul and Low Spark. We got company.
November 9, Chicago Northwestern, Mark. No traffic, short time.
Okay, K9QPL, Palm Wells Park, you got company. Okay, thanks for checking in. Hopefully they're near the radio there, so you get an idea what this hobby is all about, what ham radio is all about. Thanks for checking in, Paul. You have a good evening. Enjoy your company. And then N9CNW, I've got you checked in, Mark. You have a good evening. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun net. Any more short time mobile stations you want to check in, please call now. Okay, I want to give a chance. I'm trying not to key up so quickly, so that way give everybody a chance to check in, so I don't step on anybody. Okay, at this time, there'll be no further short time stations. We'll go ahead with general check-ins. At this time, I'll take general check-ins in Northern Illinois for the Friday night fun day. Please call now.
Kilo Bravo 9, Sugar Victor. Mike, no traffic.
KD9SSV. We got you checked in, Mike. We'll get back to you a few minutes roundtable. Thanks for taking in. Any more general check-ups in Northern Illinois? Friday night fun net, please go on.
KD9 TXM, Peter, Cherry Valley, no traffic.
Okay, that station in Cherry Valley. You might want to repeat your call phonetically if you would, please.
Kilo Delta November, KD9, over.
Okay, now wait a minute. That's Kilo Delta 9 November, and what are the last two letters of your call?
TXM, over.
Now, repeat that. You're cutting yourself off, and you're talking too fast. Please repeat your whole call phonetically, if you would, please. Did anybody get that last station there from Cherry Valley? I could not quite get this call at all. Okay, that last station in Cherry Valley. Come on back with your call. Please repeat it slowly and phonetically, if you would, please. Okay, I don't know what's going on. We're going to move on there. Any more general checkers in Northern Illinois would like to check in the Friday night fun net? Please call now.
KD9MED, Cary and Rockford.
KD9MED, Mike and Rochelle.
Okay, I got two more stations checked in. KD9 and MAP, Cary and Rockford got you checked in. Cary, I'll get back to you a few minutes roundtable. Thanks for checking in. Well, of course, we'll get to your DX report first before we get to the roundtable. So, okay. And KD9MED, Mike, who is live streaming this net around the world via the internet, he's also recording this for future replay on the Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page. Got you checked in, Mike. We'll get back to you a few minutes for the roundtable. Thanks for checking in. Are there any more general check-ins from Northern Illinois for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
Charlie 9, call Foster, Larry and Rockton.
AC9GO. Okay, Larry and Rockton, I've got you checked in. Larry, I'll get back to you a few minutes roundtable. Thanks for checking in. Okay, any more general check-ins from Northern Illinois, the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay, at this time, I will take general check-ins from Southern Wisconsin. A station in Southern Wisconsin would like to check the Friday Night Fun Net. Please call now.
KD9
K9RGD Norm in Orfordville, Wisconsin.
K9GCR. This is Alpha Kilo 9 Foxtrot, David. Mobile in Beloit tonight, no traffic, short time.
Okay, I got two stations checking in from southern Wisconsin. K9RGD Norm in Orfordville. I've got you checked in. I'll get back to you a few minutes. Thanks for checking in. AK9F, Dave and Beloit checked in short time. Okay, Dave, you have a good evening, and you we'll talk to you down the log. Thanks for checking in. Any more general check-ins from southern Wisconsin? I'd like to check in the Friday night fun net. Please go on. Well, it's Friday night, fish Friday night in Wisconsin. Everybody's at their favorite bar, restaurant, tavern, either catfish, buffalo, carp, bullhead, northern pike, walleye, muskie, or crappie. And you, let's see. And the Brewers are playing the Pittsburgh Pirates at American Family Field in Milwaukee. So everybody's tailgating out there. They're eating their Polish sausages, hot dogs, brats, kielbasa, and Braunschweiger. And of course, they're eating that famous Wisconsin cheese. So, okay, at this time, we'll take general check-ins from anywhere in northern Illinois or southern Wisconsin for the Friday night fun net. Please go on.
You got the day off or what? Well, believe it or not, I'm finally taking my lunch for the day, which happens to be the last hour of my day, so I'm driving home. It makes much sense to sit there and eat lunch for an hour, then take it.
Okay, before we proceed, I want to see if that station in Cherry Valley is still listening. Tim, please, if you're listening, come back with your full call. Please repeat it slowly and phonetically, if you would, please.
I was gobbling down my food, and sure enough, I got paged, as I always did at lunch. And my wife, when I left, she goes, "Boy, your husband eats lunch. Your husband really eats fast." And she goes, "Yeah, he has to, or he doesn't get it."
Okay, I got a mic with mono audio. Try that one more time, please.
Oh, yeah. You can sit there and wait for that food for an hour and a half, and no page. As soon as that food hits that table, you got about 3 minutes to chow it.
Okay, I'm afraid we can't count that as a check-in because he didn't come back. I hope his radio did not go dead, and I hope he didn't get mad. But it's kind of hard to copy when the stations talk fast or what have you there. So I get in that habit myself. I really shouldn't do that. So okay. Let's go ahead. Any more check-ins from anywhere in northern Illinois or southern Wisconsin for the Friday night fun net? Please go on.
KD9MED.
Something's done, but
go ahead, Mike.
Hey, Jimmy, we're just now starting to get some crosstalk from the repeater down here in Rochelle.
Probably hasn't about all.
Okay, shall we move to 195?
Yeah, I think so. I brought the squelch all the way up to 90, and they're still breaking in.
Okay.
Okay, K9GCR to all stations. We are moving the Friday night fun net to the 147.195 repeater in Rockford, the PL 114.8 plus offset. Repeating, we are moving the Friday night fun net to the 147.195 repeater in Rockford, the PL 114.8 minus offset. If somebody would, please monitor this repeater and advise anybody who's just tuning in, we're on 195. This is K9GCR. Be clear switching to 147.195.
I'm right on 70, right off the 74, the subdivision, and the rain seems to break north of us.
This is K9GCR. We are holding the Friday night fun net on the 147.195 repeater. I'm gonna give a roll call, and any stations would join the checked in on 6-1. We're gonna see if they moved over to 195. 889VU, Mike in Janesville. I know you're short time. Did you make the trip?
Yeah, I sure did, Jimmy. Yeah, maybe later on I'd like to give a little personal talk on information on some of my relation there with the hams in Rockford.
Okay, we'll go ahead and we'll move on. Maybe later on than that, I'll remember to give you a call. You can give your information then. Thanks very much.
Thank you, AA9VU, over the net.
Okay, continuing on with roll call. N9GBP, Greg. Yeah, K9DDF, John and Elgin, he's not able to hear this repeater, so we'll move on. W9JGC, Jamie. KD9VHH, Mike.
KD9VHH, Dwayne and Rockford, I copy.
Okay, sounds good. Paul, K9QPL's got company, so we won't bother him. Okay, N9CNW, Mark. KB9SSV, Mike, did you make it to 195?
Yes, sir. I am here.
Okay, now, to be fair with everybody, I want to see if Tim in Cherry Valley made the trip. KD9 station, the Tim in Cherry Valley, come on back. Okay, KD9MED, Kerry, did you make the trip?
KD9MED is here.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks, Kerry. KD9MED, Mike, are you on 195?
Yep, I'm here, Jimmy, and we're still live streaming.
Okay, sounds good, thanks. AC9GO, Larry and Roger, did you make the trip?
Roger, Roger. AC9GO.
Okay, sounds good, Larry, thanks. KC9RGG, Norm in Orfordville, did you make the trip?
KC9RGG, present.
Okay, Norm, thanks for taking AK9FD. Okay, at this time, Northern Illinois or Southern Wisconsin who wish to check in the Friday Night Fun Deck, please call now.
9 SBJ Scott in Rockford, checking in. We'll be short time, Jimmy.
K9RUK.
Okay, N9SBJ Scott and the Rockford have got you checked in short time. Cedric, have a good evening. Was that N9RUP just to check in or come back with your call, please?
Yep, K9. Loves Park.
Okay, stand by. Somebody was trying to key up over you or what? What was that call again, please?
K9RU.
Was that K9RUK? Come back?
Yes, it was.
Okay, I'm sorry. Somebody is deliberately trying to cause harmful interference on this repeater. This will not be tolerated. Your person doing that, you go back to CB radio where you belong. K9RUK, I've got you checked in. And thank you. I'll get back to you in a few minutes at the round table. Are there any more stations who would like to check the Friday Night Fun at this time? Please call now.
AC9NW, Tom and Roscoe.
K9NW, Tom and Roscoe. Got to check in, Tom. We'll get back to you a few minutes roundtable. Thanks for checking in. Any more general check-ins from anywhere in northern Illinois or southern Wisconsin? The Friday Night Fun Net, please go now. Unable to copy. We've got somebody who is deliberately causing harmful interference trying to key up over you. Come back with your call, please. Unable to copy. We got nothing but noise with your signal. I need somebody to go to the input and see if we can copy that station one more time. Last station, try to come back, please, and give your call one more time.
KD9QLS, Linda in Rockville.
KC9ULS, Linda. Long time no hear. How you doing?
It's QLS, KD9QLS. I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Is Pat around? I'll check him in too.
I was just going to hand in the radio, checking in for N9SOC Pat in Rockville.
Alright, Linda, I'm sorry. Your signal, there's a lot of noise with your signal. I could not copy your last transmission at all. Hey, thanks for checking. I'm going to put them down. The W9AXD Repeater. Okay. I got them checked in. Okay, thanks. 73's Linda.
No accepted. Call sign is N9SOC.
Oh, good God! I should have known better. K9SOC. Thanks, Linda. 73. Thanks. He will try to get back to you a few minutes to the roundtable. Thanks for checking in. Any more general check-ins from northern Illinois or southern Wisconsin? The Friday Night Fun Net. Please go now. This is K9G Sharon. They control the Friday Night Fun Net. Okay, let's go ahead with the traffic portion. Tomorrow morning at 11 a.m., we'll have our monthly meeting of the Stevenson County Repeater Association. It'll take place tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. in the Freeport Public Library, second floor boardroom. We're going to try to have election of officers. If we're not doing anything on tomorrow, but please come over. It was a year ago that we had our very first in-person meeting in 2 years, and we had a whole bunch of people show up. So, okay, that's terrific. Also, if I understand, Rob, that's right. Dues are due. It's I believe it's $20 or $25 or what have you. But you're not doing anything tomorrow morning. Come on over. Let's pack the place. Let's see if we can get as many people as possible. That maybe they might, if they can't find a chair, you have to sit on the floor or bring your own chair. Again, monthly meeting, the Stevenson County Repeater Association monthly meeting tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Freeport Public Library, second floor boardroom. If you're not doing anything, come on over. Okay, at this time, does anybody else have any traffic you'd like to pass along? Okay, let's go ahead with the W9UAJ Carl's Corner. This is our technical, our TechNet portion. Are you having a problem with your power supply or amplifier? What kind of an antenna do you want to put up on your tower? What kind of a radio should I buy, a mobile or base? If you have any technical questions, please feel free to ask them, and we'll do our best to answer them for you. Anybody have any technical questions they'd like to bring before the net? Okay, let's go ahead with the W9 Gene Duncan DX Corner. And our late great friend and colleague, Gene Duncan, the W9 GD, King of DX. Every time you checked in this net, you always had a DX report you would pass along. Does anybody have any DX reports that they'd like to pass along? Please go ahead.
KD9MED.
K9MED. Okay, Gary, what do you got for us?
Thank you, Jimmy. Good evening, everybody. Well, I told you I'd get back in the swing of things after field day, so I did about 109 QSOs this week, about a dozen countries. The most notable QSO, not that far away, VY0MEL. He's in a place called Rankin Inlet, which is in the Nunavut territory of Canada, up on the northeastern shore of Hudson Bay. And that's my first contact in the EP grid square way up there. So I think that's the one that stands out this week. Oh, also this week I passed the 1,200 confirmed United States counties contacted. KD9MED.
Congratulations, Gary. That was great. Made a contact with what used to be known as the Northwest Territories in Canada, and what have you. And that's but that's great. Congratulations on surpassing those numbers you have for the different counties in the U.S. That'll be great. So okay, what I'm going to okay. I'll tell you what, these past 2 weeks, as far as I'm concerned, that's the best time of the whole year to work HF. You got the Field Day, Canada Day, and of course the 13 counties. I worked, I think it was at eight stations for 13 counties. That's one better than I did last week. And Kerry, if I talk to you on the phone sometime, I'll give you all those numbers. And we'll see about getting a certificate, even though it might not come till October, but that'd be fine. I just wanted to let you know, 8 stations this year.
That sounds good, Jimmy. I worked 9 of them, I think I counted all together. There's some that I can hear real strong, but they can't hear me. And but I thought 9 wasn't too bad. I'll tell you, it draws out all the other guys, too. I mean, all the other stations that I've never worked before, they all come out to work those guys. So I pounce them. You know, when I see the new guys, I pounce them. KD9MED.
That might be the only time out of the whole year to even get on HF, too. Oh, yeah, that's it. Well, that's the way with me, Gary. Some stations, I go get their... I try to make contact with them. As soon as I get the necessary information and throw out my call, the band goes dead. I don't know how many. I think I missed 4 stations that I have that I did the actual contact with them. Like that station, there was a station in Delaware I tried to work. Well, late last night I was able to get a hold of him finally. But I think he tried to get my call sign, and the band went dead. I talked to another ham. I said, I got the necessary information written down. I said, should I try to enter that in my logbook? He said, probably not a good idea. Since you didn't exchange your information, that does not count as a contact. So I said, okay, I'll leave it at that. So but I didn't manage to make he was one of my last contacts I made late last night.
That's the story of HF communications is fading. You know, when I listened to shortwave as a kid, I'd always get frustrated because the stations would be fading in and out, and I thought, all I need is a better radio, and then there wouldn't be any more fading. But that isn't the way it works. The fading is baked into the cake when you're working HF. And that's why I like FT8, because the contact only lasts about 90 seconds. You can get in there and get out of there in an opening really quick. KD9MED.
Okay, Kerry, sounds good. Thanks for that. Thanks for checking in, giving us your DX reports. I'm sure when we do the trivia segment again, I'm sure we'll hear from you again. Thanks for checking in. Does any other station have any DX reports you'd like to pass along?
KB9 SSV. I got a few of the 13 colonies there. That was like that was on the third. It was on the third, probably got about 6 of them. Not really trying for it, just, wait, hold on, that was 11 of them. But I wasn't really trying, it was just kind of giving them guys some counts. Back to net.
Well, congratulations, Mike, on working out those 13 colonies. I'm going to do it again next year. You know, this year I was thinking about not doing it, but I thought, what that, you know, I got one page on my logbook. It's devoted entirely to field day, Canada Day, and the rest of the page I devoted to the 13 colonies. So that's what I do. I'm going to go do it again next year. Hopefully I'll have better luck. Oh, well, I shouldn't complain. 8 is better than 7, so that was about it. Okay, Mike, Thanks for bringing your DX report. Any other station have any DX reports you'd like to pass along?
AC9NW.
AC9NW, okay, Tom, what do you got for us?
Well, it's not DX really, but, well, in a way it is. I tried to work the 13 colonies QRP, and QRP is just about anything you get is DX. But I did get all 13, but I had a real tough time getting Rhode Island. That was a tough one, but I finally got him. But I ended up getting all 13 QRP, AC9NW back to net.
Oh yeah, that Rhode Island station. I'll tell you what, he was booming in late last night. It was on 40 meters. Let's see. Oh yeah, that was a Kilo 2 Charlie.
Yeah, that's the one. There were several different ones on there, I think, from time to time, but they were coming in pretty loud, but they had such a pileup. It was really tough getting in there. AC9NW.
Well, there was a station where in Philadelphia, he kept in 59 Philadelphia. I think he was using his own call sign. He was not using any one-by-one calls or anything. I was thinking he was using his own call sign. I tried to work him, but with no luck. Okay, I got the Kilo 2K New Hampshire, Kilo 2 Delta Connecticut, Kilo 2 Foxtrot. I think I'm going to have to change that. I think that's not the right call for New Jersey. I think I had him, but the band was kept going out, so I put him down anyway. Kilo 2 Alpha New York, Kilo 2 Charlie in Rhode Island, Kilo 2 Echo in Delaware. I finally got a hold of that station. Kilo 2 Mary or Mike, Kilo 2 Mike in Pennsylvania, and the last call was Kilo. Oh boy, wait just a minute. Oh boy, I think I may have screwed that up. Kilo 2, the last call was Kilo 2M in Maryland. So I'd have to check the list that Larry K9AXD gave me. I've got to do some crunching in my logbook. Thanks, Tom. Any other station with DX reports? Please go ahead. Okay, let's go after the swamp net. All items involved or traded must be related to hobbies of ramp trading or computers. All items involved or traded must be the property of or in possession of the person who wants to get rid of stuff. You may mention the price over the air, but any haggling should be done either in person or over the telephone. Also, no commercial business of any kind is allowed. Does anybody have any swamp net traffic you'd like to pass along? Okay. Let's move on. Let's move on. It's survey time. I'm going to ask a question. Should we get a Skywarn training net started again? This was discontinued at the beginning of the pandemic when we used to have the Skywarn training net at 7 p.m. on the Thursday evenings on this repeater. That was discontinued in favor of the health and the TechNet. So, okay, let's go ahead. KD9MED. Are you with us? What do you say? Are you in favor of starting up the Skywarn training net again? Oh, I forgot. That's right. You short time. Be checked in short time. Okay. Mike, TB9SSB in Loves Park. Are you in favor of starting up the Skywarn training net again?
Sure. You always can't put a price on safety. Sounds like a good idea.
Okay, Mike, sounds good. Other than that, what's going on with you? How did your 4th of July go?
Oh, it went pretty good. Went down to the wife's niece's place on the other side of Roscoe and had some grilling and a little bit of fireworks and the usual stuff. And picked up a generator. Everybody's worried about brownouts and blackouts coming. And, want to have some power, at least some kind of backup power anyways, just for emergencies. Get that kind of built up and just got incorporated into the, I don't know what I'm going to do yet because I'm not really set up for don't have a disconnect on the service entrance here. So I'm thinking it's in the thought process here. I probably just for now, I just run extension cords, I guess, if something happens. And that's about the big thing for this week. Back to net.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good there, Mike. Thanks for checking in. Also, we have a new net which we started back in March. It's a Saturday evening rag-chew net on the 6-1 repeater. You're more than welcome to check in. We could go around and talk about different topics or what have you. So if you're not doing anything tomorrow night, you're definitely welcome to check in.
Roger. I think I did stop in last week there for a little bit. It sounds good. If I'm around here, I'll be on here tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, that's right. You were on there last week. I was net control last Saturday. Okay, K9HKX in Roscoe will be your net control station tomorrow night. Okay. Okay, thanks for checking in the net there, Mike, and giving us your thoughts there. So, okay, we'll move on. KD9MED, Carrie in Rockford. What's going on with you? Are you in favor of restarting the Skywarn training net.
This is KD9MED. I have no objection to them starting it. It's not my cup of tea, but I do appreciate listening to the weather buffs when we have stormy weather here in Winnebago County. All the weather buffs come on here on this very frequency, 146195, to discuss the conditions. Currently coordinated by Ricky, who has a super radar that he watches. So thanks to them, and yeah, if they want to have it, go for it. KD9MED.
You sure were busy with it Monday and Tuesday nights, that's for sure. Thank God the fireworks went around us, so everybody, thank goodness the severe weather went around us so people could enjoy the fireworks. We had the neighborhood fireworks here in Freeport, and I'm sure they did them in Rockford, and they had the official fireworks displayed down at downtown Rockford. I'm sure maybe you saw it on Channel 39 Monday night. That was great. Okay, Kerry. Thanks for checking in and giving us your thoughts, sir. And how did your 4th of July go?
Correction. I meant 147195. I said 146. That's wrong. 4th of July, I think I just sat here at home and worked on the radio stuff, you know. That's about it. I took my cat to the vet today for the annual checkup. That's the most exciting thing that happened this week. KD9MED.
Okay, Mike, sounds good. Thanks for checking in. If we talk on the phone sometime, I'll give you those call signs for 13 counties. Okay, thanks. Okay, now the K9MED, Mike and Rochelle is live streaming this net on the internet, and also recording it for future rebroadcast on the Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page. Now, I know you're down Rochelle, Ogle County, so of course they have the Skywarn, Ogle County Amtrak on that Prairie Skywarn Tuesday evenings at 9 p.m. on the 147.165 repeater. But how do you feel about starting up a Skywarn training net? How do you feel about it?
KD9MED here. Yeah, I'm all for it. Definitely would sound like something I would be interested in.
Okay, sounds good, Mike. Now, I know you're not. I know the only time you're on the radio is here on Friday nights. I know you don't have time to get on like some of the other nets and stuff, especially or what have you. So, okay, I've got you down. Thanks for checking in. Let me know if you have any internet check-ins. AC9GO, Larry in Rockton. Sorry to keep you waiting. What do you think about starting up a Skywarn training net again?
Hey, good evening, Jimmy and the net. AC9GO. I think it's a good idea, Jimmy. Now, I do understand that there are some training programs on the internet. I really haven't looked into them. I got my my training years and years ago, and I probably should go over it again. But if you've ever seen a tornado or seen what a tornado can do, it's something else, I'll tell you that. Went with a group from the Rockford area to help communication down in Plainfield, Illinois, many years ago. They had I think they call them an S5 tornado go through there. A number of people were killed, and the destruction was just unbelievable. It went through a number of subdivisions, and just, well, they ended up with a lot of them just bulldozing them into big piles and burning what was left. So I got handed to the weather group that gets on here and watches the storms. Pardon me just a second. They really do it in a professional manner. Ricky does a great job in handling the net. Something happened. I got something in my throat. Anyhow, the more training, the better. And I'd like to see. I know it was the county put on some training that I went to many years ago. So it's a yes for me, Jimmy. AC9GO.
Okay, that sounds good, Larry. Hey, while I got you, I made 3 contacts with stations in, in Maryland, Pennsylvania, and Delaware. Now, do you, by chance, I don't know if you made any contact with a station in New Jersey or not. What was their prefixes? I put down the wrong letter for New Jersey.
Oh, I don't have my log opened here on the computer, Jimmy. I'll tell you what, I'll check it out and I'll get back to you in a few minutes, if that is all right. AC9GO.
Sounds good there, Larry. Don't worry, we don't go anyplace till, we're not done till well past 10 o'clock. Last week we got done around 10:30, so you just take your time, let me know.
Roger, AC9GO.
Okay, now I'm getting all my papers messed up again here. All right. K9RGG, Norm, I'm sorry about keeping you waiting. So I know you guys have your own Skywarn training that's up in Rock County. Or you guys use it as 440 machine for that. But how did your 4th of July go?
KC9GCR, KC9RGG. Well, Jim, 4th of July went good. I grilled bratwurst on the grill, like all us cheeseheads up here in Wisconsin do. We love our brats. And yes, I work with the weather station out of Sullivan, Wisconsin. It's over by Milwaukee. I'm a trained weather spotter with them. And they actually give me a call once in a while and say, hey, Norm, would you look out your window and tell us what's happening? So any training people can get is a good thing, Jim.
That's good. I've registered with the National Weather Service all down in Davenport, Iowa, Quad Cities. My number is ST for Stevenson County is 293. They have never given, in all the years I've been registered, they've never once given me a call. I've called them a few times, but they never once called me. So, okay. Norm, hey, thanks for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll definitely talk to you next Friday night. Okay, AK9F David Boyd checked in short time, so he's gone. N9SBJ, Scott, are you still listening? I know you're short time, but are you still there? Okay, K9RUK, are you still with us? What's going on with you? K9RUK, K9RUK, K9GC, are you still there? Okay, AC9NW, Tom and Roscoe, are you still with us?
Yep, still here.
Okay, what do you think about starting up the Skywarn training net again?
I think it'd be a good idea. I think the more practice everybody gets, the better they keep their skills sharp, and the more eyes you have on the sky, the better the reporting system is. And so I think keeping that built up as much as you can is a good idea. AC9NW, back to net.
Okay, son, that sounds good there. Thanks for checking in. Well, yeah, how did your 4th of July go?
It ended up just another day. We didn't end up doing anything special. Just listened to the fireworks all around the neighborhood. Couldn't see many of them because the trees are so thick and high here. Sometimes we could see a few of them that went above the trees, but that was about it. AC9NW, back to that.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks for checking the Friday night fun dinner. I sure saw plenty of them here in Freeport. On the 4th of July, that's for sure. They didn't quit till around 2, 3 o'clock on the Tuesday morning. That's the way. It's always been that way, as I've stated. There ain't fireworks that are left over. They'll shoot them off on New Year's Eve. Okay, Tom. Thanks for checking the Friday night fun dinner. Hopefully we'll catch you on the Monday night. Tomorrow night, the Saturday evening ride tune net. Okay. KC9QLS, Linda, are you still with us? Boy, I sure screwed up Pat's call there. I'm sure sorry about that. I'm going to have to redo my check-in list. That's all there is to it. This is K9RFD Net Controller Friday night fun net. I cast my vote. I vote aye. Let's resume the Skywarn training net. Here in Stevenson County, we're a rural county, and we have our Skynet here. We had a weather spotter class at the Highland Community College this past March, and we have not been activated for Skywarn this year. But you guys over in Winnebago County, you're a metropolitan area. And I think you guys should go ahead and start having the Skywarn training net again. Especially, a lot of people, especially Ricky, WX9RLT, got into this hobby just for this sole purpose of being a weather spotter and helping out in case of emergencies. So, definitely need any new hands can also get involved in this too. If should anything happen, hopefully you will not have a disaster, but if it does, you know what's going to happen. People are going to say, why in the hell weren't you ready for this? Why didn't you see the storm coming or what have you? So that's the way it's going to be. So I think you guys, I'm going to vote aye. Start up the Skywarn training net again. And I had the same 4th of July. Let me reset. Watch, when it was raining during the day, I thought, oh boy, there go the fireworks. But sure enough, they went away, the rain went away, and we were able to have fireworks galore. That's great. And you guys in Rockford were able to have them too. I watched the fireworks on Channel 39 Monday night. They even showed around in the neighborhoods they were shooting them off right and left, so that's good. All right. Any more stations you want to check the Friday Night Fun Net, please call now.
KD9EPZ.
KD9EPZ, good evening, Al. What's going on with you?
Oh, not very much, Jimmy. I'm just sitting here listening, watching a little television, listening on the radio. As far as, yes, I do think there should be, you can't have too much training. We're a fairly close group here in Noble County. Everybody basically knows everybody else, and and we've done enough through the years that we're fairly effective when there is a storm. But otherwise, if that's not the case, or you don't have a lot of people, or people come and go, you do need something to keep some amount of organization. So when the need arises, there are people to do it.
I agree 100%. So that's the way it goes. So I know the guys down your county do a great job, because I listen to the net there when you have severe weather. I switch over to 165 and listen. So you guys do all right. So okay, and well, I'm not going to ask how your 4th of July went, because I know you had to stay home, didn't go anywhere. But hopefully you saw plenty of fireworks. I'm sure you're not far from Rochelle. You were probably able to see them.
K9EPZ. Oh yeah, we were, and of course KD9MED lives down in the same mobile home community I do. He's down in a corner in an area where he's real close to the field, and he gets pretty good pictures across the field to where they set off the fireworks, and he always posts his pictures on Facebook.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you got to see him. I think Channel 39 or Channel 17 had a picture during their 10 o'clock newscast with Candace King. They showed it down at the Rochelle airport. I guess there are quite a few people that are watching those the fireworks.
Oh yeah, now understand that's not the official fireworks display. That's an additional display they do over there, but it's not the city of Rochelle's main display. That's over on the actually on the opposite corner of town from the airport. The airport's down in the south end of town, and where they set them off is up at the north end of town. That's why I say I can see them from here, and I'm northwest of town.
Oh, okay, sounds good. Well, City of Freeport did not have an official fireworks display either, so we just. But hey, I always said the people in the neighborhood have better fireworks than the city does. And I sure saw plenty of them Monday night, early Tuesday morning.
Oh yeah, I can remember. It used to, when I was a child, a friend of my father's used to get. I don't know how he got them, but he had his entire garage full. And one year he actually finally got busted for it, but he used to ship in truckloads. It was never the idea you weren't allowed to have them. That didn't mean it didn't happen.
Oh, sure, yeah, that's for sure. Well, I tell you what, a lot of people have the kinds of fireworks that are illegal here in Illinois. You know what they do? They'll probably go up to Monroe or to Beloit, or drive all the way down to Missouri and buy them, the illegal kind. But they sure had those real loud ones. Boom, boom, boom. Sound just like you think it was like cannon fire or something.
Oh yeah. So anyway, I was going to say, no HF. I couldn't do 13 counties. I couldn't do field day, and whatever else is coming up until I get my antenna fixed, and it doesn't look like that. My big thing right now, I just would like to get the mast straightened up, and then worry about the HF parts, as we can. But yeah, I do kind of miss not having able to run my HF.
Yeah, I hear you. Anybody listening, we're not doing anything. Go down to Al's QTH and let's see if we can get, if you have any kind of a mobile HF antenna, that'll do. Get him back on there so at least he can work HF. And maybe do some other stuff there too, so. Okay, Al, hey, thanks for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. I'm going to be resuming the trivia segment in a few minutes away. I'm just going to do general and extra class. I still do not have my new Tech Q&A book yet.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising. I looked on Amazon, and they're still selling the old one. I would think if the new one was out, they would have it. So it doesn't even look like the new one, like they've released a new one yet.
Oh boy, ain't that the way it goes then? Well, we'll wait and see what happens. Okay, Al, thanks for checking in the Friday Night Fun there. We'll probably hear from you in a few minutes during the trivia segment. Okay, are there any more stations that like to check the Friday Night Fun at this time? You're coming over your Friday Night fish fry, steak fry, grocery shopping, or the show. If you just came home, turned your radio on, or you've been copying the mail for the last hour and 7 minutes, this is your chance of checking the Friday Night Fun there from everywhere in the region. Without traffic, please call KC9GCR.
KC9GCR, this is KC9CFL checking in. No traffic.
KC9CFL, Mike and Rockland. Got you checked in, Mike. I'll get back to you in a minute. I think there was another station trying to check in. Another station, come back, please.
Jimmy, it's 8.
Okay, last station, I only caught the Alpha A, and your signal went dead. Come back, please.
Alpha Charlie 9 and Juliet Zulu, AC9JZ.
AC9JZ, okay, Mike, I've got you checked in. I'll get back to you in a few minutes. Thanks for checking in. Any more stations you want to check in, please call now.
This is Kilo Bravo 9, Zulu Delta Delta, Mike out by Davis.
KB9ZDD, Mike and Davis, and Steve Secondi. Okay, Mike, we got you checked in. I'll get back to you in a few minutes. Thanks for checking in. Any more stations you want to check in, please call now. Okay, H9JZ and KB9ZDD, both the mics. I'll get back to you in a few minutes. K9CFL. Oh, that's right. Your name is Mike. I forgot. Oh boy. The question tonight. I'm doing a survey. Are you in favor of starting up the Skywarn training net again? K9CFL. What do you say?
KC9CFL. Jimmy, I think that would be a great idea. Help people kind of get more training on the radio and, you know, the banter back and forth, see how things go. But yeah, definitely.
Okay, Mike, sounds good. Yeah, that's right. 3 mics here. Sorry, okay. Okay, how did your 4th of July go?
Well, my 4th of July was kind of interesting. Sunday night, I slept in the back of my truck with my daughter. We did truck camping. I have a truck tent that goes on the bed of my truck, and we did that. She's 7; it's her first time camping. So then we woke up on 4th of July on Monday, and it was pouring. It started pouring, so we didn't get to see any fireworks or anything like that, other than was in our area. But still had a good time with family. You know, got to hang out with the kids and the wife a little bit more, which is nice. KC9CFL, back to you, Jimmy.
This is K9GCR with the Friday Night Fun Net on the K9RFD Repeater in Rockford, transfer for Friday Night Fun Net, Central and Freeport. Okay, Channel 39 carried the fireworks live from Rockford. Something to think about next year. Get your DVD or something set up and for next 4th of July. get it set up. You record the Rockford fireworks there. So if you don't get to see them, you get to see whenever you want it.
I'll have to remember that, Jimmy. Yeah, I guess Rockford didn't get hit as hard with the storms as Rockton did. We had some pretty serious events when it came to the storms. Took down a couple huge tree branches on my property. So.
That was unfortunate. Well, fortunately, the rain went around us, so everybody got to do their fireworks, including Rockford, and we didn't. City of Freeport officially did not have any fireworks display, but the neighbors sure did. We set them off until 2, 3 o'clock in the next morning. So, K9CFL, Mike, you've got you checked in. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Day. Enjoy your evening, enjoy your weekend.
Thanks a lot, Jimmy. I'll talk to you on the flip side. KD9CFL is clear.
Okay. H9JZ, Mike, what is going on with you?
But first I want to say yes, I'm very pro. Hold on, I got to redo that. I'm very pro on the training net.
Okay, stations, I got 2 or 3 stations transmitting at the same time. AC9JZ, Mike, I heard you. You said something about training net. Come on back.
Yes, I'm very pro the training net, and there's also an MCOM training net. Look on the internet, MEM training net.
Okay, sounds good there, Mike. I know you said you're going to check in short time, so you have a good evening, and I've got you down as yes in favor of restarting the Skywarn training net here. So, okay. Thanks for checking in. Okay, Mike, KB9ZDD in Freeport, Stevenson County. What's going on with you? How did your 4th of July go?
Well, good evening, Jimmy, and good evening to the net. My 4th of July was a work weekend, so I worked. We did get out to a couple of the fireworks shows on what would have been Saturday night, Sunday night, I guess. Other than that, it just was a regular old weekend. It went real well, a little warm. Other than that, not bad. As far as the Skywarn net, I've been a spotter for a long time, and I will never turn down any piece of training that's offered. So, I'm for it, and just wish I had more time to be involved in it.
You got your job with the sheriff's department or what have you, and you guys on the road there. I know you definitely keep an eye on the weather, as well as like the volunteer fire, the firemen and West Stevenson and Winnebago counties. I know when you're out on patrol, you guys definitely keep an eye on the weather.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's a good skill set to have. So, other than that, we haven't really been doing much, and I'm enjoying a weekend off. So, I'm checking in and be listening.
Okay, Mike. Hey, thanks for checking in the Friday Night Fun Net. Enjoy your evening, enjoy your weekend. By the way, we've got our monthly meeting of the Stevenson County Repeater Association tomorrow at 11 a.m. in the Freeport Public Library, 7th floor boardroom. If you can, you're welcome to come. We're going to have elections of officers. If you wish to come.
Oh, I appreciate the thought, Jim, but I'm actually driving into McHenry tomorrow. I've got a scheduled appointment with the VEC there, and I'm going to try to hit my extra tomorrow morning. So I think both those things will be happening about the same time.
Okay, sounds good. We got to see about getting VE testing sessions started up again here in Stevenson or Winnebago County. That's all there is to it. Okay, Mike, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Day. Enjoy your evening, enjoy your weekend. Drive carefully into McHenry tomorrow morning and drive home safely.
All right, very good, Jim. Back to the net. KB9ZDD.
Okay, at this time, are there any more stations you'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Okay, the results so far. 10 yes. We do not have any no votes. It says 10 to nothing in favor of restarting the Skywarn trading net. And so I'll tell you what. I don't know when I'll be able to talk to Ricky, the WX9RLT. I'll let him know the results, and we gotta figure out what time, or what day, and what time do you want to have the net. Well, I think we want to have it on this repeater, because this is the Winnebago County Skywarn repeater. It's been that way for even before I became a ham radio operator. Was Wayne Hanson, K9IMX used to do the old Winnebago County Skywarn at 7 p.m. on Thursday, and it's been 7 p.m. Thursday night has always been a starting time for the Skywarn nets. Of course, with the health and tech nets going on now, they still want to. I think Larry K9KGT still wants to keep it at 7 o'clock, so maybe we can still have it on Thursday nights. We'll just see what happens. So I'll inform Ricky of the situation. Any more stations want to check in the Friday Night Fun net? Please call now.
AC9GO, I've got that information you asked for, Jimmy. AC9GO.
Okay, go ahead. It's for, I know that I read down Kilo 2 Foxtrot, but I know that's not the correct call, because that's the one for, you gave me the one for Maryland last night during the health and tech net. Okay, go ahead.
All right, New Jersey is Kilo 2 India. I've got the whole list here, if you'd like me to go through them real quick.
Okay, go ahead. I still got that piece of scratch paper from last night. Okay. Let me... Oh, boy. Go ahead, Larry.
Alrighty. New York is K2 Alpha, Kilo 2 Alpha for New York. Virginia is Kilo 2 Bravo, K2B. Rhode Island is K2C, King 2 Charlie. Connecticut is Kilo 2 Delta, K2 Delta D. Delaware is K2E, K2 Edward. Maryland is K2F, Kilo 2 Foxtrot. Georgia is Kilo 2G. It's like Kilo 2 Georgia. Maryland is K2 Henry, K2H for Maryland. New Jersey, as I mentioned, is K2I, Kilo 2 India. Let me break a sec. North Carolina is Kilo 2J, Kilo 2 Jersey, or Jack. New Hampshire is K2K, Kilo 2 Kilo. South Carolina is Kilo 2L, Kilo 2 Love. Pennsylvania is K2M, Kilo 2 Mary. And they have a bonus station of K2 Zebra, K2Z. So, anyhow, that's the complete list. If anyone's missed any, I can come back and give it to you, all right? Back to you, Jimmy, AC9GO.
Okay, this is K9G Star, the Friday Night Fun on the K9RFD Repeater in Rockford. Okay, I'll tell you what. After Georgia, give the rest. Okay, I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 7. I need the 6 remaining. Come on back. I want to make sure I got everything right. After Georgia, go ahead. I already got Georgia. I need the rest of them.
All right. Maryland is King to Henry, K2H. New Jersey, Kilo 2 India, K2I. North Carolina, Kilo 2 Jersey, K2J. New Hampshire, Kilo 2 Kilo, K2K. South Carolina, K2 Love, Kilo 2L. And Pennsylvania, K2 Mary, Kilo 2 Mary. And once again, the bonus is Kilo 2 Zebra, K2Z. QSL, AC9GO.
Okay. I wrote down, okay, Maryland. All right. Okay. Oh, boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Kilo 2 Henry. Oh, boy. I wrote down the wrong, uh-oh. Okay, I wrote down the Kilo 2 and the for Pennsylvania. Okay, just sorry about this. Oh yeah, Kilo 2. Yeah, I got right for Pennsylvania. Then the New Jersey. All right, I got everything right. Thank you. Thank you very much. I made the necessary corrections on my logbook. Thank you very much, Larry.
Hey, no problem there, Jim. Now go out after you get off the fun net and get the rest of them. AC9GO.
Well, this is something I'll keep for next year when I do this again. Thank you very much, Larry. I sure appreciate it. You have a good evening, and thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. I'll be doing the trivia segment in a few minutes here, so thank you very much.
Welcome, Jim. AC9GO.
Okay, any more stations you want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, please call now.
Kilowatt Echo 9 Norway. My name is Kurt and I'm in Roscoe.
KD9MED, Kurt, the Rah-Rah President. All right. How did the first in-person meeting go? Did you get a good turnout?
Yeah, we did. Everyone had really a good time, Jimmy. Pretty relaxed, and everyone just had a great time.
That is wonderful. That is wonderful. That's okay. Well, okay. Did you also have your second meeting there?
Oh, you're funny. No, just one was enough, but we had a couple people that are somewhat new to Rah-Rah. Well, we had one member join, or one person joined. There was a couple who didn't necessarily join, but they were out at field day, and they were there. So, no, we had a really good time.
That is wonderful. That is great news. That is great news. So happy to hear that. Okay. So I'm doing a survey. Are you in favor of starting up the Skywarn training net again in the Rockford area?
I can't really speak about it very intelligently, Jimmy. I've got a lot that, I kind of do in a way, and I've never been involved in Skywarn. I'm probably just not a very good person to ask the question to. I don't know enough about it, what's involved or anything, so sorry, but I'm certainly not opposed to it or anything like that, but I don't know what's involved, so I really can't answer your question.
Okay, I understand that, Kurt. Well, a lot of people who are in this hobby aren't into. They tune in to listen, but then they're not fully. They don't know what Skywarn's all about either. So okay, sounds good. So and how did your force go?
4th of July went real well. I did work all 13 colonies plus the 2 bonus stations. It didn't take very long. They were pretty active on the air. It took me just a couple days to work them all, and the hardest part was the bonus station over in Great Britain, I think it is. And that took a little time to find them. They weren't as active as I had hoped, but the 4th of July went just fine, no problem, and everything is fine. KC9GCR, KE9N.
That's great, that's great. I'm going to tell you what, if the apartment on the 9th floor, 3 stories above me, becomes available, I'm going to ask the management if I can move up there, and I'm going to see if maybe I can get the okay to put up at least an HF antenna on the roof of the buildings. I could definitely tell the difference that when I was at field day, between this indoor antenna I'm using is definitely great. But to me, nothing beats the regular kind that sticks up in the air outside there.
Yeah, you're right. Kind of a big difference between inside and outside. I've been in the same position as you've been. I had to have antennas in the attic, and I mean, they worked and I was on the air, but it's nothing like an outside antenna. Well, the other choice would be take someone on that 9th floor or whatever and tell them you got about 2 dozen cookies down at your place, and if they don't mind grabbing their clothes and furniture and go down, just switch with them.
That sounds like a good idea, Kurt. Yeah. Hey. Thank you very much, and glad that the rah-rah meeting went well. And by the way, I got the ham rag came in the mail today. I read it, and I'll tell you what. You might want to make some changes for the backup repair for the Friday Night Fun Net. It says 147255. Well, that's Eric's repair. Of course, the only way you can use that repair anymore now is you get a radio with a B25 capability. And I appreciate that article about the 1859 the sunspots there. I appreciate that very much.
Hey, no problem. Yeah, I'll make the changes on that with the repeater. I must have missed that. Actually, there's a couple things I have to do. I need to put in, for area nets, I'm going to redo that a bit. I don't have the Tuesday or Thursday night health and welfare net in there, so I really got to redo everything, and maybe this time I'll pay attention, huh?
Okay, that's fine. And pretty soon you might be able to put in the Skywarn training net again for the other net. We got to figure out, I'm sure we'll probably have it on this repair. We got to figure out a time and a day we want to have it. So, Kurt, glad your meeting went well. So, have a good evening. Thanks for checking the Friday Night Fun Net.
Hey, okay, very good. Question for you, Jimmy. Just fill me in here as far as the Skywarn stuff. Who is heading that up? Is that Bill still?
As far as I know, he is. But it's Ricky, W9AXD usually is the one who gets on the air. He was on the air Monday night and Tuesday night when they had the Skywarn net there. So maybe you might want to talk to both of them.
Okay, no problem. I just kind of wanted to know, that's all. I didn't have a specific question or anything, but I just kind of wanted to know who was the leaders of all that. Okay, well, anyhow, I'll let you go. Take care, and thanks a lot, Jimmy. KC9GCR, KE9N, I'll be clear.
03, Rick, and you're welcome. Oh boy. You're welcome, Kurt. I'm so excited, I don't even know what I'm talking about. 03, Kurt, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun in. Enjoy your evening, enjoy your weekend. Okay, do we have any more stations that like to check in the Friday Night Fun net? Please call now. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and do Friday Night Fun Net Trivia. We're using the general and extra Q&A books only. I still do not have the new copy. If anybody wants to spend some money and buy and get me purchase a new Skywarn, Skywarn. I got Skywarn on my mind here. New Rah-Rah Tech Q&A book. Go ahead, my mailing address is 320 North Harlem Avenue, apartment 606, Freeport, Illinois 61032. Okay, let's get underway now with the trivia. Okay, first question. What is the maximum power limit on the 60-meter band? A, 1500 watts PEP. B, 10 watts RMS. C, ERP at 100 watts PEP with respect to a dipole. D, ERP at 100 watts PEP with respect to an isotropic antenna. What is the maximum power limit on the 60-meter band? A, 1500 watts PEP. B, 10 watts RMS. C, ERP at 100 watts PEP with respect to a dipole. D, ERP at 100 watts PEP with respect to an isotropic antenna. Does anybody have a correct answer to this question?
All right, Jim, this is KB9ZDD. I'm going to say the correct answer is C, Charles, with respect to a dipole. Also, I've got a new tech book. You'll have it in the mail in a few days.
Thank you very much, Mike, and you are correct, Mike. You are correct, and I hear your dog in the background there, and he is correct. He or she, I should say. All right, but you are correct. What is the maximum power limit on the 60-meter band? Correct answer is C, Charlie. ERP of 100 watts PEP with respect to a dipole. Amateurs are restricted to 100 watts ERP with respect to a half-wave dipole. 97.313I General Class License Manual page 3-15. Okay, let's find another one here. Okay, those of you who work CW should know the correct answer to this question by heart. What does the term zero beats mean in CW operation? A, matching the speed of the transmitting station. B, operating split to avoid interference on frequency. C, sending without error. D, matching the transmit frequency to the frequency of a received signal. What does the term zero beat mean in CW operation? A, matching the speed of the transmitting station. B, operating split to avoid interference on frequency. C, sending without error. D, matching the transmit frequency to the frequency of a received signal. Anybody have a correct answer to this question?
Go with D Delta. KD9MED.
You are correct, Mike. You are correct. What does the term zero beat mean in CW operation? Correct answer is D Delta. Matching the transmit frequency to the frequency of a received signal. Zero beat means to match the frequency of the transmitting station. When separate receivers and transmitters were the norm, a transmitter's frequency had to be adjusted to match the received signal's frequency. This was done by spotting, turning on the transmitter's low power stations and listening for that signal on in the receiver. When the beat frequency between the desired signal and the transmitter's spotting signal reached the zero frequency or zero beat, the transmitter signal and the received signal were on the same frequency. General Class License Manual, page 2-13. All right. How are radio communications usually affected by the charged particles that reach Earth from solar coronal holes? A. HF communications are improved. B. HF communications are disturbed. C. VHF-UHF ducting is improved. D. VHF-UHF ducting is disturbed. How are radio communications usually affected by the charged particles that reach Earth from solar coronal holes? A. HF communications are improved. B. HF communications are disturbed. C. VHF-UHF ducting is improved. D. VHF-UHF ducting is disturbed. Anybody have correct answer to this question?
All right, Jim, that's going to be B-Boy. HF is disturbed. KD9ZDD.
Okay, Mike, you are correct. You are correct. But by the way, are you sure you want one that says you were sending me that, going to send me that book, boy? Are you sure you want one for yourself?
Well, you were looking for the tech book, correct?
The textbook, yes.
All right, well, I ended up with a couple of copies of the technician class book, and tomorrow I'm testing for extra, so I probably don't need them. I'll send you one.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mike, and thank you for participating in the trivia segment. You're two over my. Okay. Again, how are radio communications usually affected by the charged particles that reflect the Earth from solar coronal holes? Mike K9ZDD is Mike. The correct answer is B, Bravo. HF communications are disturbed. The corona is the sun's outer layer. Temperatures in the corona are typically about 2 million degrees Celsius, but can be more than 4 million degrees Celsius above an active sunspot region. A coronal hole is an area of somewhat lower temperature. Matter ejected through such a hole is in the form of plasma, a highly ionized gas made up of electrons, protons, and neutral particles. If the jet of material is directed toward the Earth, it can result in a geomagnetic storm on Earth, disrupting HF communications. General Class License Manual, page 8-12. What is the use for an antenna analyzer other than measuring the SWR of an antenna system? A. Measuring the front-to-back ratio of an antenna. B. Measuring the turns ratio of a power transformer. C. Determining the impedance of the coaxial cable. D. Determining the gain of a directional antenna. What is the use for an antenna analyzer other than measuring the SWR of an antenna system? A. Measuring the front-to-back ratio of an antenna. B. Measuring the turn ratio of a power transformer. C. Determining the impedance of the coaxial cable. D. Determining the gain of the directional antenna. Anybody have correct answer to this question?
KD9EPZ. Charlie.
You are correct, Al. You are correct. First, this is K9GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net on the K9RFD Repeater in Rockford, transmitting for Friday night fun at Central Air Freeport. Yes, Al, you are correct. What is the use for an antenna analyzer other than measuring the SWR of an antenna system? C, that's correct answer. C, Charlie, determining the impedance of coaxial cable. An antenna analyzer's manual will show how to make many useful measurements such as feed line characteristic impedance, velocity of propagation, electrical length, and so on. These are very high flexible test instruments. General Class License Manual, page 4-43. Oh, by the way, I got the idea of doing this trivia segment from the night watch. So I think the other night somebody was reading questions. Net Control was reading questions from I think from the general portion or the extra portion, or the extra book. That gave me an idea. I said, we know it. I said, well, if he can do it, I can do it. So that's it. Okay. One moment, please. Okay. What is meant by the term flat topping when referring to a single sideband phone transmission? A. Signal distortion caused by insufficient collector current. B. The transmitter's automatic level control or ALC is properly adjusted. C. Signal distortion caused by excessive drive. D. The transmitter's carrier is properly suppressed. What is meant by the term flat topping when referring to a single sideband phone transmission? A. Signal distortion caused by insufficient collector current. B. The transmitter's automatic level control ALC is properly adjusted. C. Signal distortion caused by excessive drive. D. The transmitter's carrier is properly suppressed. Anybody correct answer this question?
Kilowatt, Echo 9, Norway.
Go ahead, Kurt.
I'm going to say C as in Charlie.
You are correct, Kurt. You are correct. What is meant by the term flat topping when referring to a single sideband phone transmission? Correct answer, C, Charlie. Signal distortion caused by excessive drive. Well, you don't have the books in front of you, but it says figure 3, G8.6 shows an overmodulated signal as seen on an oscilloscope with flattening at the maximum levels of the envelope. This is referred to as flat topping. General Class License Manual, page 5-10. Okay, let's see. We can find another question here. I'm trying not to read the same questions over again. So we're gonna see what we can do. Okay. I'm trying to find the proper question here, if I can find it. Okay. All right. Okay, what is the feed point impedance of an end-fed halfway antenna? A, very low. B, approximately 50 ohms. C, approximately 300 ohms. D, very high. What is the feed point impedance of an end-fed half-wave antenna? A, very low. B, approximately 50 ohms. C, approximately 300 ohms. D, very high. Anybody have a correct answer to this question?
D, Delta AC9GO.
You are correct, Larry. You are correct. What is the feed point impedance of an end-fed half-wave antenna? Correct answer is D, Delta, very high. Feed point impedance of a 1/2 wavelength dipole increases as the feed point is moved away from the center and is several thousand ohms at the ends. The end-fed half-wave or EFHW antenna with its feed point at one end is popular for portable operating because it is lightweight and easy to install. General Class License Manual, page 7-3. Okay. Okay. I think we'll do one more question in the general portion, and then we'll move to the extra portion. I gotta find the... all right, okay. Okay, here we go. All right. One of the toughest questions in the technician, general, and extra class schools, your tower questions, of course. We got several new hams, or prospective new hams, listening to this net on scanner. We're reading now the general Q&A, but when you take your technician's test, or later on down the road, someday you guys are going to be, or gals are going to be involved in the tower climbing expedition. You're going to be climbing the tower itself. You're going to be part of the support ground crew there, so... Anybody going to McHenry tomorrow morning taking their test, this question might put you over the top as far as getting your ticket goes or upgrading. All right, here we go. Which of these choices should be observed when climbing a tower using a safety belt or harness? A. Never lean back and rely on the belt alone to support your weight. B. Confirm that the belt is rated for the weight of the climber and that it is within its allowable service life. C. Ensure that all heavy tools are securely fastened to the belt D-ring. D. All these choices are correct. Which of these choices should be observed when climbing a tower using a safety belt or harness? A. Never lean back and rely on the belt alone to support your weight. B. Confirm that the belt is rated for the weight of the climber and that it is within its allowable service life. C. Ensure that all heavy tools are securely fastened to the belt D-ring. D. All these choices are correct. Those of you who work on towers should know the correct answer to this question by heart.
KB9SSV, that should be Delta D.
Well, I'll tell you what, sorry about that. That's not correct, but thanks for trying. Anybody else want to give it a shot?
I'll say E.
Okay, so I'll come back.
Hi, Jimmy, K9RFD. I would say E, everything.
I think you got a point there, Dean, but again, that's not correct. Ray, thanks for... I'll get back to you in a minute. Okay, anybody else want to try it?
Hey, Jimmy, would you mind reading the question again?
Okay, sounds good. I will. Which of these choices should be observed when climbing a tower using a safety belt or harness? A. Never lean back and rely on the belt alone to support your weight. B. Confirm that the belt is rated for the weight of the climber and that it is within its allowable service life. C. Ensure that all heavy tools are securely fastened to the belt D-ring. D. All these choices are correct. Anybody have a correct answer to this question?
Just because it's the way these tests are written, I'm going to go ahead and say B-boy, make sure it's within its service life and its rated load. I would check all of those, but I'm pretty sure the test is going to say B-boy. This is KB9ZDD.
Well, Mike, in a way, you're right. It really should be read all the choices are correct, but well, you are right. It is B Bravo. Which of these choices should be observed when climbing a tower using a safety belt or harness? Correct answer is B Bravo. As you are climbing up or down, remember to take your time. It's not a race. Be sure your climbing gear is fully secure. Belts and harnesses must be within their service life and adequately rated for weight. Carabiners, whatever, should be completely closed. Latching hooks should be closed. Latching hooks should close away from the tower. Always use a safety lanyard or redundant lanyards. And remember that often forgotten rule to follow the manufacturer's directions. General Class License Manual, page 9-15. Those tower questions are definitely tough. Okay, now we're going to do we're going to read some questions from the extra Q&A. But before we do that, are there any more stations who would like to check in the finite fund net? Please go now.
Kilo 9, Fox, Lima, Oscar.
K9FL, hello, Dean. What's going on with you? How did your fourth go?
Hi, Jimmy. Well, I want to get in here before I call it a night. I get up early in the morning for breakfast, so I thought my answer E was more appropriate, but that's okay. Fourth went good, uneventful. We didn't go down to any events down in the cities. We kind of stayed at home and ran around the yard with sparklers and stuff like that. And that was about our big excitement. Actually, we did a couple of good steaks on the grill, which was pretty important. Look, everybody had good weather, so it wasn't too bad. It wasn't until the next day the weather got bad. But no, we pretty much, we used to go down to the events, but we're kind of beyond that point now. We'll just watch it on TV. And even that was kind of interesting. We watched I think the one in Rockford, and they didn't have a grand finale, so I guess things have really changed. Maybe we should have gone down. Maybe we missed something that the TV cut off. So anyway, Jimmy, how's it going? How's everything going in Freeport? KC9GCR, K9FL.
Everything's going fine here, Dean. Yeah, good thing the rains went around us from Monday night. We saw, City of Freeport did not have an official fireworks display. So that's been that way for the past couple of years now. But the neighborhood sure did. I'll tell you what, they were shooting them off right and left. And even some of those loud babies, too, were going off. They were shooting them off at past midnight, and I think the last one I heard was about 2 or 3 in the morning on Tuesday the 5th.
Yeah, you're right. That's the way it was around here. Everybody, all the neighbors were out doing their fireworks. And I remember the last one we saw that went off, I think that was on 4th July night. And the fireworks went off, and behind the fireworks was massive amount of lightning. As Kurt can remember on that, we had a very, I think, active night of lightning. I believe that's when it was, as I miss it by a day. But yeah, we had a lot of lightning up here. Very interesting. Haven't had it like that in a long time, but we got a lot of rain. That's good, but I understand tonight by the Weather Channel, or not Weather Channel, on TV, that we're still in drought. Can you believe that? We had 2.5 inches of rain, and we're still in drought. We just can't win for trying. KC9GCR, K9FL.
Oh boy, I don't know what to tell you about that. I just can't figure it out at all there. Hey, Dean, I was also asking a question. Now, of course, you live in Roscoe, northern Winnebago County. I'm asking a question, and of course, we were talking about weather last week too on this net. But what do you think about starting up a Skywarn training net again on this, like on this repeater or whatever?
Well, I'll tell you what, it's a good thing. No matter what, it's a good thing. You should have it. We have a version of it up here at the Bloy Janesville site, but yeah, it's a good thing. Years ago we had it, and it was pretty active. Had a lot of people that would go out and take their life in their hands and their vehicles to go out and to see what's going on. I don't know what the Weather Bureau, like for example, obviously we don't have one in at the airport anymore, but you know how they stand on it, if they want that to go or not. But years ago we had Dick Reeser come to one of the club meetings,
and he did a presentation, and that was in the first stages of setting up the, what they call it, I can't think of it now, Skywarn training session, and that gave us all kinds of literature and handouts and that, and we were in the early days, back in the 70s, and it went over really good. We had a lot of people that got into it, so believe me, it ain't going to hurt to have anything like that there, Jimmy. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's for sure. I think the National Weather Service offices in probably like in Romeoville, I think they would approve. I think they have their own. They have a ham radio station there at their office in Romeoville. I don't know what the call sign is. Of course, well, you know about the one in Sullivan, and we got one that down at Davenport, Iowa. I know. Let's see, Dave in N9DLB, when we used to have a good Skywarn program here in Stevenson County, he would always call the National Weather Service office direct on the radio. They let's see, 146880 down at the Quad Cities. That's what they use. But no, I think they would really go for it.
Well, I'll tell you what, there's nothing wrong with it. It's a good thing. It's better than having a eye contact for inputting information. Granted, we have the technology, and it's a lot better than what it was years ago, but it's still that eyeball looking at it. You know, I'm standing here looking at a tornado coming at me. I'm getting out of here, and you know, and you just can't beat that kind of report, although it's a little more dangerous. So I think it's a good thing. I don't know where the clubs stand on that. We had the Janesville repeater. We have it set up where the Sullivan, they will come in there and they'll take over the control of the station to send out announcements and things like that. Now I don't know what it is down at Rockford anymore, but they've got Sullivan will come in there because the guy at the station there is a ham, and he'll come in there and do his thing and that. So, but yeah, nothing wrong with it at all, Jimmy. It's a great thing to have, and I'll tell you what, I remember many times turning on the OHT and listening to the guys out there. I'm out on Perryville Road or out on Meridian or something like that, and seeing what's coming in. So yeah, that's a nice thing. KC9 GCR, K9RFD.
Oh yeah, whenever I get a chance, I monitor 145450 when you had anything going on in your area. I switch and I listen to Sullivan Weather. Those guys do a great job of that. I think that's a good thing you got going. And I remember last week when we were talking, you said your QTH is more, you're closer to Sullivan than you are to Romeoville, and I think you are correct.
Yeah, very, very true. I'm probably about 50 miles from Sullivan, as compared to Romeoville is probably 75, and of course Quad Cities even further. But Quad Cities is the one you kind of watch because everything generally comes out of the southwest. Sometimes that's kind of changed now. You know, the weather patterns, instead of coming out of there, it seemed to be more coming out of the northwest for us here. So we'll watch the La Crosse radar and then switch over to the Sullivan radar. And our patterns, of course, that's dependent on time of the year. So, and just something, you know, I just saw something else. Did you have a question for the night, Jimmy? Go ahead.
Well, that was kind of it there. I was asking everybody what should they start up a weather and then again. So, yeah, I'm going to pass the word along to Ricky, WX9RLT. So far, the count stands at 11 in favor and no one against. So that'd be fine. We got to figure out what day or time you want to have a training, then who you wanted to do it. So that's about it.
Okay, very good. Yeah, good idea. Years ago, like I said, the Weather Bureau used to provide one of their weathermen to come out and do the training. And now this is going back, last time I was involved, and it was in the 70s, and Dick Reeser was that's back when Rockford Airport had an actual weather station there, so you know that's really a long time ago. But he came out and gave us our first event. He brought a whole bunch of literature, and everybody liked it. I mean, it had trained him on all the cloud formations and you know what to look for. It was a nice deal. Now, I really don't know what they do now, because we got technology and we grab our phone or go on the computer and look at the local weather patterns and pretty much get it now. But you know, it's the having an eye on it is still the best. There, Jimmy. KC9GCR, K9FD.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. There. Just let me get back to you. This is KC9GCR with the Friday Night Fun Nets on the K9RFD Repeater in Rockford, transmitting for Friday Night Fun Nets Central here in Freeport. It is now 10 p.m. curfew time. Parents, you know where your children are at. Lockdown. Winnebago County Jail is going on lockdown right now as we speak. Kerry, K9MED, was telling me he listens to the jail frequencies on the scanners there, and every night at 10 o'clock, right at this moment, they lock down the Winnebago County Jail. So, okay, K9FLO, I was going to say, I remember back when I was in grade school, we took a tour of the Muller Pinehurst Dairy. Then we went out to the Greater Rockford Airport, as it was known at that time. We took a tour through the National, it was U.S. Weather Bureau. It wasn't National Weather Service back then. It was U.S. Weather Bureau's office at the Greater Rockford Airport. We got to see all their different stuff and what have you.
No, very true. Yeah, very true. You know, and I remember going out to Muller Pinehurst, going to the tour through there and all that, and the airport. In fact, my father-in-law, back many years ago, he worked at Muller Pinehurst, which used to make the best ice cream around, and so yeah, I kind of miss that. So anyway, yeah. So far as I mentioned about know where your children, all this and that are. Well, I have a 35-year-old Amazon parrot. So I know where he's at, but you can have him if you want him.
Did you buy him off Amazon?
I don't want to talk about that.
I just thought I'd jump in and say hello, Dean, KE9N.
Thanks, Kurt. Appreciate it there, neighbor. Hey, how was the pizza tonight?
Oh, it was great. Everyone had a really good time. There was probably, let me see, probably about 16 or 17 people there, and God, we just had a great time.
Excellent. Glad to hear that. Really good. You know, I don't think I've ever been there for pizza. I don't remember. And I had asked Bonnie where that was at, and I think it's... that's out there, where the hotels are at, right there by the Huffman House and all that. Am I right about that?
Yep, that's where it is. It's on. Oh gosh, now the name escapes me. Argus Drive. But yeah, it's just about at the corner of Bell School, and I guess you'd say kind of East State there. Yeah.
So that would probably be kind of a bad place to go to for me. That means I'd be close to Best Buy and Sam's, right?
Yeah, they're just down the road. Well, yeah, Best Buy is really close, actually. And Sam's is just down the road. You might want to bring your checkbook or your wife. Better yet, bring your wife's credit card.
I'd have to surrender it. I got a feeling that if I came down there that'd be a surrender type item. So, yeah, very good. Good to hear it. And I'm gonna, Jimmy, I gotta jump out of here. I get to get up early. We got a breakfast up in South Beloit, very early in the morning for me, and I'm gonna have to go up and hit it. But Kurt, talk at you later. Sound good. Glad it had good turnout. And Jimmy, let me shoot it back to you, and I'll say 7-3s, and talk to you later. KC9GCR, K9RFD.
Okay, Dean, you have a good evening, and we'll talk to you. Hey, we got the Saturday evening rank shooting at tomorrow night at 8 p.m. on the 6-1 repeater. If you care to check in, thank you for checking in, and Kurt, you have a good evening, and thank you for checking in there too. We'll talk to you later.
Okay, very good, Jimmy. We'll take care. We'll talk to you later. I think I'll go upstairs. KC9GCR, KE9MED, I'll be clear.
K9RFD will be clear. 7-3s, Kurt and Jimmy.
Station you want to check in the Friday night fun net. Please call now.
KD9MED with an internet check-in.
We heard them guys talking about pizza out there. And yesterday, the owner of up here in Roscoe, Pietro's Pizza, died.
I heard that.
KD9MED with an internet check-in.
Okay, go ahead with your internet check-in there, Mike.
Please check in Patrick, Kilo, Foxtrot 9er, Sierra Delta.
Keep finding $9 That's what Tony, K9RFD, always said. That's his Pat's call sign. Yeah, sometimes he checks in on, I hear him he checks into the Monroe, Wisconsin net on Sunday evenings, and mostly a short time, and but then sometimes I'll hear him, I'll talk to him on a 3-9 repeater here, so that, yeah, okay. He's checked in there, Mike, thanks. Okay, at this time, any more stations want to check in the Friday night fun net? Please call now.
KD9EPZ, a comment.
Yeah, go ahead, Al. Just a minute, Al. Let me get back to you. Scott, K9YI is trying to check in. Scott, if you would, go to the 195 Simplex. We'll copy you there. Okay, Scott, we got you checked in. I want to get back to Al here in a minute, but how did your 4th of July go? Yeah, for a few hours in the morning it was, but fortunately the rains went away and we were able to have our fireworks. So was Rockford. Okay, I gotta let you go here. I want to get back to Al K9EPZ, so have a good evening. Thank you for checking the Friday night fun net. We'll catch you on the Green County Nets this coming Sunday night. This is K9GCR, the Friday night fun net on the K9RFD Repeater Rockford transferring for Friday night fun at Central and Freeport. That was Scott, K9YI and Monroe. He checked in on the 195 Simplex. Okay, Al, you had a comment. Go ahead.
KD9EPZ. I heard someone earlier asking what the call sign for the National Weather Service in Romeoville is, and it's WX9LOT.
Oh yeah, the WX9 or the WX9LOT. In this, I got the CQ magazine in the mail yesterday. I don't know what it shows a map of the U.S. with all National Weather Service districts there. I see on the it said the LOT the lot there. So okay, I saw that. Thanks, Al.
Yeah, now I don't know if they're all like that. I'm not sure if they all have amateur radio stations. I know Romeoville has a very nice one. I've seen it, but and yeah, they're using their designator as a suffix on their call. So I don't know if that's a standard thing or how that works.
Yeah, the Vince K9TSU, when he used to be run the net like on the 255, you always mentioned like the K-lot there. Okay, anybody catch that? National call sign for National Weather Service radio station, AM radio station, Romeoville, WX9LOT. Okay, Al, thanks for the information. Any more stations you want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, please call now.
96K, Bob, in Freeport here, Jimmy. About what's to you?
N96K, good evening, Bob. What's going on? How did your 4th of July go?
Oh, I didn't do nothing, Jimmy. Really wasn't in the mood for it. Wife worked a double. I stayed home and played around the house here, doing a few things that had to be done, and watched my doggy.
Okay, that's good, Bob. Yeah, it was just a regular day for me. Of course, I got to see plenty of the fireworks in the neighborhood there. It started at dusk, and they didn't get done till about 2 or 3 in the morning on Tuesday.
Oh, I hear you. We got 2 of the Chihuahuas. They just never mind thunder or fireworks before, but I don't know, this year they started being petrified of the thunder and fireworks. So I just, even if the wife would have been off, we would have had to be here with them anyway. You know, not gonna let them be all stressed out, nervous and everything without someone being here with them, you know.
Okay, well, I'm glad your 4th went well, so you want to call it that. Okay, hey, Bob, thanks for checking in. You have a good evening. We'll definitely talk to you on 3-9 sometime. 7-3, thanks for checking the Friday Night Fun Net.
Okay, Jimmy, I hope you had 1 million check-ins tonight. If not, I hope you get a mill soon. K9G, Sarah 9.
7-3, Bob, thanks for checking in. Any more stations you want to check the Friday Night Fun Net, please call now. Okay, we're going to do I'm just going to read some questions from the extra class book here. for Friday Night Fun Day Trivia. All right, here's one. I don't know how many of you are still with us, but we're going to give it a go anyway. Which of the following is required in order to operate in accordance with Charlie Echo Papa Tango rules in foreign countries where permitted? A. You must identify in the official language of the country in which you are operating. B. U.S. Embassy must approve of your operation. C. You must bring a copy of FCC Public Notice DA 16-1048. D. You must append /CEPT to your call sign. Which of the following is required in order to operate in accordance with CEPT rules in foreign countries where permitted? A. You must identify in the official language of the country in which you are operating. B. The U.S. Embassy must approve of your operation. C. You must bring a copy of FCC Public Notice DA 16-1048. D. You must append /CEPT to your call sign. Anybody have a correct answer to this question? Okay, I'll read the question and get the correct answer. Which of the following is required in order to operate in accordance with CEPT rules in foreign countries where permitted? The correct answer is C, Charlie. You must bring a copy of FCC Public Notice DA 16-1048. All right, we'll find another one here. Hold on. Those of you who work digital operations will know the correct answer to this one by heart. What do the letters FEC mean as they relate to digital operation? A. Forward error correction. B. First error correction. C. Fatal error correction. D. Final error correction. What do the letters FEC mean as they relate to digital operations? A. Forward error correction. B. First error correction. C. Fatal error correction. D. Final error correction. Anybody have a correct answer to this question?
Kilowatt Echo 9 Norway.
Go ahead, Kurt.
I think that's A as an alpha. It's forward error correction.
You are correct, Kurt. You are correct. What do the letters FEC mean as they relate to digital operation? Correct answer is A alpha, forward error correction. The telecommunications industry uses FEC as a standard acronym for forward error correction. FEC involves the use of sending redundant data or special codes with the data so that the receiving system can compensate for errors that occur during transmissions and reception. Extra class license manual, page 8-17. All right. Okay. Watching the weather report, looking down Wyman Street, downtown Rockford, the streets are empty. Well, you know why they're empty. Everybody's home listening to Friday Night Fun Net. Okay, here's another one for extra. How can intermodulation interference between two repeaters occur? A. When the repeaters are in close proximity and the signals cause a feedback in the final amplifier of one or both transmitters. B. When the repeaters are in close proximity and the signals mix in the final amplifier of one or both repeaters. C. When the signals from the transmitters are reflected out of phase from airplanes passing overhead. D. When the signals from the transmitters are reflected in phase from airplanes passing overhead. How can intermodulation interference between two repeaters occur? A, when the repeaters are in close proximity and the signals cause feedback in the final amplifier of one or more transmitters. B, when the repeaters are in close proximity and the signals mix in the final amplifier of one or both transmitters. C, when the signals from the transmitters are reflected out of phase from airplanes passing overhead. D, when the signals from the transmitters are reflected in phase from airplanes passing overhead. Anybody correct to answer this question?
KD9EPZ, Bravo.
You are correct, Al. You are correct. How can intermodulation interference between two repeaters occur? Correct answer is B, Bravo. When the repeaters are in close proximity and the signals mix in the final amplifier of one or both transmitters. Intermodulation can be a problem in transmitters as well as receivers. This can happen when two transmitters are in close proximity and the signals mix in one or both of their final amplifiers or in a nonlinear device or junction near the transmitters. This can result in severe interference. Extra class license manual, page 7-22. This question really should be in the technician's book. We'll put it that. Oh boy, I'll find another one here. I'm not reading that one. Forget that one. Oh boy. Okay, I think this is going to be the last question of the evening. What characteristic of a PIN dial makes it useful as an RF switch? A, extremely high reverse breakdown voltage. B, ability to dissipate large amounts of power. C, reverse bias controls its forward voltage drop. D, low junction capacitance. What characteristic of a PIN diode makes it useful as an RF switch? A, extremely high reverse breakdown voltage. B, ability to dissipate large amounts of power. C, reverse bias controls its forward voltage drop. D, low junction capacitance. Anybody correct to answer this question? Okay, I'll read the question. I'll give the correct answer. What characteristic of a PIN diode makes it useful as an RF switch? Correct answer is D, delta, low junction capacitance. That concludes Friday Night Fun Trivia for this week. We'll do it again next week, and maybe by then, I'm sure I'll have the new Tech Q&A book courtesy from Mike at KD9MED. Okay, at this time, any more stations want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, please go now.
KD9HKX, Larry and Roscoe.
KD9HKX, Larry and Roscoe. I was thinking about you there. What's going on with you? How you doing?
Doing real good. Went to the Rah-Rah meeting tonight. A little late getting home, and then I had some other stuff I had to take care of, so just now making it to the radio. Been a good evening. It was a good meeting. Back to you, Jim.
That's what Kurt was saying. He checked in. That was a great turnout, a great meeting. That was back. You're going back to your in-person meetings again. I think that was wonderful.
Yeah, it was nice seeing people in person again. I gotta say, the Zoom meetings are really nice. They work really well. but it's just nice to be able to shake a guy's hand once in a great while. KD9HKX.
And yes, and those on-air meetings were very nice too. I enjoyed them for the past couple years. You guys did a great service, a great job with that. But I agree, there's nothing like meeting in person. That's for sure. And also, Larry, we're talking about. I'm asking the question: are you in favor of starting up the Skywarn training net again? What do you say?
Case9GCR, K9HX. Well, you know, I've done the classes for Skywarn a couple years in a row now, so I'm getting pretty good at spotting, and the net seems to work pretty well over here. I don't have any problem with participating in the Skywarn net. I guess I kind of think it's maybe up to Ricky, W9RLT, and oh shoot. Now I've lost the call sign and his name. Anyway, the guy who got us going again. Anyway, back to you, Jim.
That would be Bill, K9OJP.
Yes, thank you, Bill, K9OJP. I kind of think it'd be up to them, one of them, to do it. But no, if there's a Skywarn net, of course, I participate in the actual events, so I'd be happy to participate in a regular Skywarn net. Case9GCR, KD9HX.
Sounds good there, Larry. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 stations, including myself, said yes, and no one is in opposition. So what we got? When I talked to Ricky, I'll let him know. And now we're trying to see. Well, I think we're going to have it on this repeater. But we're just trying to figure out when, on what day and what time you want to have it. Because you know, well, Thursday evenings at 7 o'clock were always the day for the Skywarn. That's at the old Winnebago County Skywarn net with Wayne Hans and K9IMX, and then what have you. Then the current. There was a group earlier with Vince K9CSU, and then with Ricky WX9RLT. Then the Health and Tech Nets took over. So we just kind of like to bring that back. I kind of wanted to do it at 7 o'clock, and at least go back to having at least one Health and Tech Net. But Larry K9KCT said no, he was kind of against that. So we're thinking maybe Thursday nights, but maybe after the Health and Tech Net. So we'll just see where we want to go from here with that.
Well, you know, the other thought that occurs to me, Jim, is that it's a different group of guys that normally are storm spotters, and maybe Jim or Ricky or Bill could kind of figure out when those guys might want to or be available to participate in a net like that. Case9GCR, K9HKX.
Yeah, I would have to ask him. It's too bad that he's not around and not around his radio listening. But that sure would be great to have to ask him that too.
Yeah, it would. Of course, we'll catch up with him at some point and get it figured out, I'm sure. But yeah, if we had a net, I'd participate.
That sounds good. Okay. Okay. Larry. Oh, good God. Yeah, that's right. So many Larrys and so many Mikes. We'll let you go. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun. We'll catch you on the rag-chew net tomorrow night, because you're net control tomorrow night.
Yes, sir. I will be there. K9GCR, KD9HKX.
Okay, sounds good there, Larry. Thanks for checking in. Are there any more stations who like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Let me give you a rundown of all the other nets in the area. The Night Watch net is currently underway right now on the 443.750 repeater in Chicago. PL 14.8 plus offset. If you cannot get into that net via the repeater, you can get in via the Echo link. That net I was able to pick them up. They were mostly able to stay in last night. So but that net runs 7 nights a week. And of course, tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. on the 6-1 repeater, we got the Saturday evening rag-chew net with Larry, K9HKX. Then we got the Saturday night fun net tomorrow night at 9 p.m. on the 146.910 repeater in Milwaukee. The PL of 127.3 minus offset. Scott, K9YI, we just checked in. He's the net control of the Greene County Areas Races net, which meets every Sunday evening at 7:30 p.m. on the 145.110 repeater in Monroe, PL 123.0 minus offset. There was no net next last Sunday because of 4th of July. The Big Thunder Amps Radio Club over in Belvedere has its Sunday evening net at 8 p.m. on the 147.375 repeater in Belvedere with a PL 100.0 plus offset. Of course, Monday evening at 7 p.m. on the 6-1 repeater, we have the Monday night rah-rah info net. I'll be net control this coming Monday, and Larry, K9KZQ, was net control last Monday, 4th of July. Let's see. The Lee County Aries Races group meets at 8 p.m. on the 146.760 repeater in Dixon. Just a minute. I got one more net to do on Sunday. The Whiteside County Aries group meets at 8 p.m. on the Sunday evenings on the 146.850 repeater in the Sterling PL 114.8 minus offset. Shouldn't have any problem getting to that repeater. The antenna is 300 feet in the air in the Illinois State Police District 1 radio tower. Okay. Now they're trying to start up the Savannah net, again on the 147.135 repeater in Savannah, PL 107.2 plus offset. Okay, I mentioned about the rah-rah info nets Monday evening at 7 p.m. on the 6-1 repeater. The Lee County Aries group meets at 8 p.m. on the 146.970 repeater in Dixon, PL of 82.5 minus offset. And the Kishwaukee Amps Radio Club net meets on Monday evenings at 8:30 p.m. on the 146.730 repeater in DeKalb with a PL 100.0 minus offset. Tuesday evenings, we got the first of the two health and tech nets on this repeater with Larry, Ace9GO as net control. I do the Thursday evening net at 7 p.m. on this repeater. We ask everybody how they're doing health-wise, if anybody has any technical questions on those two nets. Also at 7 p.m. on the 145.450 repeater in Janesville, PL 123.0 minus offset, the Rock County Aries Races group holds its Tuesday evening net. And at 9 p.m. on Tuesdays on the 147.165 repeater in Oregon, PL 146.2 plus offset, the Ogle County Amps Radio Net where Aries Skywarn meets. Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m. here in Freeport on 147.390 repeater, PL 114.8 plus all set. We have the weekly Steams County Aries net. I'm usually the net control of that net. And then also at, just a minute. The Greater Boy and Half Radio Club holds its Wednesday evening net at 7:30 p.m. on the 147.120 repeater in Beloit with a PL 123.0 minus plus offset, I should say. Then at 8 p.m. here in Freeport on 147.390 repeater, we have our Wednesday evening swap net. Runs from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. where all traffic is handled. Mel, K9RFD, and I share the duties of net control. He ran the net this past Wednesday, and I'll do it again next Wednesday. Mel brings us Amateur Radio Newsline, 15-minute independent news broadcast of both entire the Amateur Radio. Then the Senile net meets every day Monday through Friday from 1400 to 1500 hours Zulu on the 14.287 megahertz, 20 meters upper sideband with Chuck, WD9BB as your net control station. Okay, now as you know, we no longer hold a Saturn net on the Thursday nights here in Freeport on the 3.9 repeater. But I'm going to give you, you can check into some other Saturn nets here. International Saturn net meets every day, let's see. Let's do that again. International Saturn net is held on Monday through Saturday at 1500 hours Zulu on 14.265 megahertz, 20 meters upper sideband. Central Territory Saturn net meets on Tuesdays at 1330 hours Zulu on 7.265 megahertz, 40 meters lower sideband. The West Metro Chicago Saturn net meets on Monday evenings at 7 p.m. local time on the 145.310 repeater in Wheaton, Illinois. That has a PL 107.2 minus offset. And the East Metro Chicago Saturn net meets on Tuesday evenings at 7:30 p.m. on the 146.760 repeater in Chicago. That's a CFMC 2-meter repeater. That has a PL 107.2 minus offset. Okay, you're all caught up today on your local nets. Support your local nets, your local net control operators, and if you're a member of any ham radio club, by all means, support your local clubs. Okay, at this time, are there any more stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun net? Please call now. Okay, we're just about ready to wrap this baby up here for the night. I want to thank everybody for checking in. Okay, I want to mention about the Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page. Go to Friday Night Fun Net Central, follow the instructions. You'll be able to hear this net and past editions of Friday Night Fun Net. You'll be able to hear the 4th of July net, and like I said, past editions of the net. Every night is Friday night when you listen to the Friday Night Fun Net on the Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page. You can listen to it even during the daytime or every night. It's 3 a.m., you can't sleep. You're wondering what to do. I'll just turn on the Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page and listen to Friday Night Fun Net. Okay, it's Friday night every night of the week on the Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page. You'll also see updated information about the nets, about weather reports. You even see updated pictures of my ham shack. I don't know how many. I think Ricky WX9RLT and Brad, I forget what his call was, but if you want to sign up for the Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page, contact one of these two individuals. They'll get you signed up. Okay, I want to tell you about the Friday Night Fun Net Central Hotline. There was only one call before the net. That was Larry, K9KCT, checks on the hotline. He had the family members coming over. So that's good. You've seen pictures of it on the Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page. It's a traditional red desktop touch-tone telephone. When you hear it, when I'm transmitting, if it rings, which was not the case tonight, that's a real telephone ring, folks, not that phony baloney cell phone ring. Okay. Any more stations want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay, I want to thank, let's see. Oh yeah, Dan, N9DCH, I trust you this repeater for allowing us to use this repeater to hold the Friday Night Fun Net when we can't use 6-1. I believe it's the second night in a row this is happening. We need to switch over to this repeater. All right, I'm going to run, I want to thank everybody. I'm going to run down the list of stations that checked in so far. K9KCT, my one and only early bird and hotline check-in. Oh my goodness. 89VU, Mike in Janesville, are you still with us? Oh God, he was going to tell us about his family I completely forgot about. Hopefully you'll check in next Friday night. Sorry about that. 89VU, N9GBP, K9DDF, W9JTC, K9DHH, K9QPL, N9CNW, KB9SSB. That's a station in Cherry Valley. I couldn't get his call at all. KD9MED, KD9MED, H9GO, K9RGG, AK9F, N9SBJ, K9RUK, H9NW, K9QLS, K9SOC, myself, K9GCR, Net Control, K9EPZ, K9CFL, H9JZ, KB9ZDD, KE9N, K9FLO, and KF9SD, the one and only internet check-in, Van Warren. K9YI, N9ZXK, and K9HKX. Let's see, you got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 29 on-air check-ins, one internet check-in. No. 30 on-air check-ins and one internet check-ins, a grand total of 31 check-ins. Any more stations want to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Anybody have any questions, comments, or input, or any traffic you'd like to bring for the net? Okay, be sure you tell your mothers, your fathers, your sons and daughters, your brothers and sisters, your aunts and uncles, your nieces, your nephews, your grandparents, your in-laws, your neighbors across the street, down the street, next door. Be sure you tell your butcher, your baker, your candlestick maker. Be sure you tell the clerk behind the checkout counter of your grocery store. Be sure to tell the clerk behind the counter of your convenience store. Or when you go to the post office and buy your stamps or envelopes. Be sure you tell your waiters, your waitresses, your bartenders at your friendly neighborhood bars, restaurants, taverns, or pubs. Be sure you tell the local members of your local PTA or PTO. Be sure you tell your cashier when you go to the bank and cash a check or what have you. Be sure you tell your stockbroker, your tax consultant. Be sure you tell your priests, your ministers, your rabbis, your mullahs, your ayatollahs, or your imams. Be sure you tell your probation officer, your parole officer, your divorce lawyer. Be sure you tell your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your ex-boyfriends, your ex-girlfriends, your husbands, your wives, your ex-husbands, your ex-wives, your ex-in-laws, of course, your old ladies about the Friday Night Fun Net. More checking the better net. Make sure you have a valid FCC license before you check in. I'm sorry, folks. We do not take check-ins from jailbirds, jammers, potty mouths, crackheads, dopeheads, potheads, telemarketers. If you take a knee or clench your fist when the national anthem is being played, we don't take your check-ins. If you don't back the blue, we don't take your check-ins. That's plain old all there is to it. Okay, this, I guess this concludes our main business, and hopefully you enjoyed the net tonight. I trust you find this net more entertaining as it is checking in. So, final count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 stations are in favor of restarting the Skywarn training net. No opposition. 12 to nothing. Okay. Okay, this concludes our main business of the evening. This is the last call for any stations who want to check in the Friday night fun net. Remember, we're in the region with ground traffic. Please call K9GCR. Last call for Ratchet Jaw. Okay. I want to thank everybody for checking in. Tune in again next week for another edition of the Friday Night Fun Net. Hopefully we'll be back on the 6-1 Repeater, and hopefully we'll stay there. Until then, this is Jim, K9GCR, now closing down this Friday, July 8th, 2022 edition of the Friday Night Fun Net, and return the Repeater and the frequency to normal amateur radio use at 10:47 p.m. Central Daylight Time, 3 hours, 40 minutes, 7 minutes Zulu time, with a total of 31 check-ins, and you know what I forgot to do. One moment, please. N9ARB, for honorary check-ins. HC honorary check-in, Tony. N9TAB. HC honorary check-ins. We mustn't forget the Kishwaukee River Yacht Club. A9 Silver Fox. HC K9FEO. And Justin, one of the best guys in the whole world. He doesn't always check in, but he listens every Friday night. Richard in Belvedere, N9ZO. HC honorary check-in. Let's see now. KD9LOA. Brandon and McConnell and KD9OVJ. John McConnell, HC honorary check-ins. Total of 38 check-ins. Okay. Last call. Let's do this again. We screwed up here earlier. Last call for any station while checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Without traffic, please call K9GCR. Last call for Ratchet Jaw. Okay. This concludes the Friday Night Fun Net for Friday, July 8th, 2022. Tune in again next week for another edition of the Friday Night Fun Net. Hopefully we'll be back on the 6-1 Repeater, and hopefully we'll stay there. Until then, this is Jim, K9GCR. Net control the Friday Night Fun Net, now closing down this Friday, July 8th, 2022 edition of the net. Return the Repeater to the frequency of normal amateur radio use at 10:49 p.m. Central Daylight Time. 3 hours, 49 minutes Zulu time with a total of 38 check-ins overall. 7-3s, everybody. Have a good evening. Enjoy your weekend. This is K9GCR saying 7-3s to all, and to all a good night. K9MED, K9MED, K9GCR.
KD9MED.
Go ahead and post it. Let's see, 2 hour 49-minute net to make that 2 hours and 50-minute net with a total of 38 seconds overall. Go ahead and post it.
All right, copy that, Jimmy. Go ahead and post the live stream.
7-3 is Mike. Thanks for all you do, and we'll talk to you next Friday night. K9G Sharp Clear.